Good morning, everybody. My name is Natascha. I am the managing director of the company, manager of IT navigation in Egli. So for the presentation, people will click over two buttons for easy. So this is not Photoshop. This is what view you can have access from our facility. I have to be careful what I say because we don't have the URLs here. So, just a short presentation of our company. What we do next year will be 100 years old. Big start in our history is a flying boat, the DOX from Dornier, which was launched at our facility. We also have pleasure to build the wing. So we have some big facts. We are based in East Switzerland. We can walk to Austria. And if you do a bit of training, you can swim to Germany. So we have been in many hands, and we have many names. But for the last 3 years, we are part of the Atlas Group with the headquarters in Bremen. So we have a mother company in Bremen and a sister company in Augsburg. All three facilities are Embraer authorized service centers. We also are in Altenrhein, a Gulfstream authorized service center. We specialize in mid-size cabin. We do anything from AOG. We have our own dedicated AOG team. But as the aircraft which we maintain are getting older, especially on the Gulfstream side, we are specialized in heavy maintenance. Together with our partner, Aerovisto, we have started a project called Swiss Aviation Plaza. Because by Altenrhein buying Egli Point last year, we have a unique position where we can do maintenance, we can paint the aircraft fully, and we can do full interior with Aerovisto. So we will welcome you soon to our new website called Swiss Aviation Plaza. We of course also do various modifications. We work with Gogo, and as some items get obsolete, we recently even did a routing map upgrade on a G200. So Max and I, we go way back. We've already done some articles about PPI. As the movement really with the PPI started, way before actually the Ukrainian war. It picked up now. It's also somehow politically connected. According to Uncle Donald, is always an interesting person to read the news in the morning, but he did allow some tax reforms in the state to bring aircraft. So we had in the last years, an exodus of aircraft leaving the European market to the States, and everybody wants a PPI. So I found some quotes on the internet which describe why should people do a PPI, and we have challenges, of course, mostly because the seller has a different interest than the buyer. So the sellers would prefer to sell you a cat in the sack, and that's it. The buyer, of course, we always recommend, let's have a look at the aircraft. And usually, as you know, the PPIs, we don't recommend, even the brokers don't recommend, that the PPI happens in a facility where your aircraft has been always maintained. So it's always good to have somebody else to have a look at the aircraft. So two challenges. Seller doesn't want a PPI or wants it with the facility he knows the best, and the buyer wants as extensive PPI as possible and in an independent facility. This is a long quote you guys can read. I just like the content of the middle sentence about what's a PPI. It's reading between the lines and between the rivets. Because, as we said, major part of the PPI is paperwork. And we, as MRO, subcontract this to a specialized company. They know what to do. They sit in our facility for 5 days usually, surrounded by boxes of papers, and they know what they are doing. Our engineers, they know where to look. And us being such old company, we have a lot of people. We have engineers actually certifying staff who work 20, 24 years now on a G200, for example. They know every rivet in that aircraft. And I think this is the experience you need and the knowledge that we have that we can say, we know where to look. So, Max put me in front of a coffee break, so I will not hold you long here, but it's a lot of points here. But we've mentioned a lot already. Paperwork, I will not say again, it's important. The slot, so usually it already starts with the broker who calls us and says, Natascha, I need a PPI. I call it yesterday, today, but latest tomorrow. The answer is like in my head already. Because they always request a slot for yesterday. It never happens even in the next week, because the process, the sales process has to take part in everything. They have to sign the LOI, then they finally agree on the scope of what we are doing, where they are going, and we all always laugh on the planning meetings. Oh, PPI, let's postpone it for a week, because exactly that's how it happens. Everybody wants it for yesterday, but it will happen in a month, maybe in 2. So, why to do it with an authorized service center? Always, I think, the best idea to have the PPI report coming from an authorized service center than from an independent MRO. And independent MROs tend to do all the aircraft they can, whilst we specialize, let's say, in 2 or 3 type of aircraft. So I think we know them better. So one of the things to check on the paperwork, and I will give you a good example what we had very recently in our facility, the STCs. Everybody for sure forgot already about the ADSB. It was so long ago. But we had a customer who was selling an aircraft to a Brazilian. And the aircraft had, of course, the ADSB installed with an EASA STC, with an FAA validation of the STC. But then it came out in the process when he wanted to register this aircraft in Brazil that this STC is not approved by ANAC. And of course then, what do? Do we remove it? Do we install a new one? And these are all things which normally would come up in a PPI way ahead. In this case, the PPI was not really required because the aircraft was with us for major maintenance. So, of course, all the history of the aircraft and some actually undocumented work. So we also had last year a case where we have received an aircraft for a PPI, and during the doc review, it came out that the last sale was, I would say, a bit dodgy, because there was no documentation in all these boxes that we received that this aircraft was ever painted or that the whole interior was done. So there was no way about it. We worked with QCM on the project, and we basically had to repaint it and redo and Aerovisto had to redo the whole interior. And some people are smart and they paint the white aircraft white so you wouldn't know. but in this case, it was like going from red to green. So the whole internet had the history of this aircraft being painted. So this is a good example why it's quite good to have a look at the paperwork and see what you get versus what is in the paper. Case that we have currently ongoing in our facility is an aircraft which was sold from Spanish company to, let's say, Middle East company, and then another sale took place, and the aircraft came to us, not even for PPI, but for a check. And the third owner of that was like, what, there is a rental engine on the aircraft? We didn't know. So now the history of how the sale was taking place with PPI and whatever, so that the people didn't even realize that they were flying with a tracking with the rental engine. All this interesting, and I think I'm trying to convince you that PPI is great excellence. So then the last thing is, I have to press the button again, how much does it cost? Everybody would like to know. It's about money. So we offer actually different packages. We can do, of course, a tailor-made PPI, but usually we have a list and a template, and everybody can mark. They can say, okay, I want to have the basic PPI, which is the most common one for 10 working days, and maybe I add one or two other items from the advanced or prime PPI product. So I think there is not a lot of money to be spent to save you a lot of money. And the last question, why in Switzerland? Because we're neutral. No. So there are a lot of tax advantages and VAT-free transactions. In short, we always recommend, and we have a partner company, a legal firm in Zurich, who specializes in transactions. They will advise you about every single detail that you don't follow knows, but it is very simple. The aircraft comes to us for a PPI. It's part of a maintenance task. Therefore, the aircraft is exempted from any customs. And most of the countries do 1 month. Switzerland do 1 year. And in various cases where we had change of ownership, whatever, there was no problem to extend it over a year. I'm not saying that the PPI will take that long, but a PPI usually takes place. Then the aircraft remains at our facility at least for a week or two till the SPA, so the sales purchase agreement, is finalized. Sometimes it even can take up to a month, depends on the parties. Because then what happens is that we are doing in 99.9% a registration change. So if you go from, let's say, EASA to FAA on Anambra, you have to get an SP. So it's a long process. You will be definitely with the process exceeding the 30 days, which most of the countries do. But as long as there is a maintenance task and there is a rectification of whatever is found, there is no problem to do it in Switzerland, more or less stress-free and tax-free. So this is from me. Managed exactly on time. You can get your coffee and stuff now. Here you go, our contacts. I'm sure the presentation will be available to you, and hope to see you in Switzerland. Thank you very much.